Yes. So today I have John Doe for you. 45-year-old male, past medical history of coronary artery disease, status post-stent in 2021, hyperlipidemia, hypertension, currently managed on atorvastatin, lisinopril, and taking a baby aspirin. He comes in office today with the chief complaint of shortness of breath, notes a non-exertional component. On a physical exam today, regular rate rhythm, no murmurs. What was appreciated on exam today was bilateral crackles on auscultation. Appreciation. What an interesting word. What's going on? So I just finished my first year of medical school. And if you were to ask me what my most important lesson was, I could answer pragmatically and say it was probably the pathology, physiology, anatomy, and all the building blocks to a medical career. But since we're not known for being pragmatic over here, I would say that the most important thing I've learned is this term and this concept of appreciation. Now, a lot of people might be confused as to why the term appreciate is used in medicine. Like, what do you mean that you appreciate my bilateral pitting edema and my rails and whatever? What do you mean by appreciation? I think the reason why is because appreciation is a positively connotated word. I appreciate you, I appreciate the care that you've given, and etc. But if you break down the word appreciate to its actual roots, it means to price. Now, before we end up going further in the video, I just wanted to say that I was curious as to when the term appreciate was first used in the medical context. I did some Google searching, found nothing, and eventually I decided to call the National Museum of Health and Medicine and see if the medical historians would have some better insight on this topic as compared to ChatGPT. They then called me back 2 days ago telling me that the first time they saw the term appreciate being used in the medical context was cited all the way back in 1833 in a textbook. Crazy stuff. Colloquially, it was first used in 1779, so there was about a 50-year discrepancy for it to be picked up by medicine, at least from the National Museum of Health and Medicine. Anyway. Now, if I were to ask you how much money you'd give me for this little thing here, this Rubik's Cube, you might say like $5 to $10, right? But what if I told you that this was the first Rubik's Cube used by the world's greatest speed cuber in the world? The price has appreciated by some amount for many of you, and some people might still view this as just a piece of plastic and they wouldn't give it more thought. Now, this is a very important concept because to appreciate something, to price something, means that you need to understand the context of said thing. You need to understand its positioning relative to the currency around it. You see, in the medical sense, when we're using the word appreciate, we're saying that we recognize a contextual clue. We are looking at the evidence presented before us and attributing a value to it. Is it worthy of intervention? Is it worthy of, quite literally, the price in some instances with insurance companies and prior authorizations and all that beautiful stuff that we love to think about? But we place a value on said thing, and we don't view it as good or bad, we view it as evidence. We contextualize it, and we move on. Now, my first year of medical school was like probably most people's first years of medical school. There were moments where it was easy, where it was fun, where it was difficult.
I'm sick, and I'm like a faucet. My muscarinic receptors are making me secrete a lot of things here.
But even amidst those moments, I appreciated what medical school meant to me because I knew that just about a year earlier, I would have done anything to be in that position. Just received my second medical school rejection from the second cycle, and it feels like it's happening all over again. Even the quiet moments that I share with my partner, I appreciate because in the context of my life and where it's going, I feel that those moments, those quiet little moments, are going to be fewer and further in between. So my question is this: Are you currently in a position in life where you're able to better define and contextualize the things in your life? Are you able to appreciate things? And what's the most important non-pragmatic thing you've learned recently, whether it be in trade school, college, medical school, work, whatever? I'm interested in hearing what you have to say, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. So, I think